There was a time when choice felt empowering. You stood at a crossroads, you weighed your options, and you picked a path. Choice meant freedom. Today, choice feels different. Today, you open a menu, endless options, infinite scrolling, dozens of brands, plans, tiers, upgrades, and bundles. And somehow, you still end up paying the same amount as everyone else. This episode is about that contradiction. Why modern life looks full of choices, but quietly funnels people into the same outcomes. This is the illusion of choice. Once upon a time, the choices you made actually reshaped your future. Where you lived, where you worked, what you bought, how you spent your time. Pick one job over the other, and your life diverged. Pick one city, and your cost changes dramatically. Pick one product, and you paid more or less. Choices carried weight. It felt like skill expression in a game. Pick the right talents, play well, progress faster. The rules were legible. Then the world added more choices. Streaming services, delivery apps, career paths, side hustles, insurance plans, phone plans, subscription tiers, and financing options for everything. On paper, this looks like freedom, but freedom depends on one thing: whether different choices lead to meaningful different outcomes. And that's where the illusion starts to form. Take housing, for example. You can choose New York City, Chicago, or California. Different vibe, different culture, and different skylines. But rent? Strictly similar across all. Or food. You can choose to cook at home, pick it up, or for delivery. Different experiences, same expensive result. How about work? You can choose corporate, freelance, gig, or a hybrid. Different schedules, same stress levels, same precarity, same lack of margin. The choice exists, yes, but the outcome barely changes. That's not freedom. That's branching dialogue that leads to the same cutscene. Modern systems are built for optimization. Not your optimization, their optimization. Algorithms learn what keeps you engaged, what keeps you paying, subscribed, and renewing. They don't care which option you pick, as long as you pick the one that keeps you inside the system. It's like being offered 5 quest lines, all designed to send you back to the same NPC with the same reward. Choice becomes a cosmetic, a skin, not a stat boost. Here's where the illusion becomes dangerous. When outcomes are similar, but choices are abundant, failure feels personal. If everything is a choice, then struggling must be your fault. You picked the wrong city, the wrong job, the wrong plan, the wrong strategy. But what if the system was designed this way? What if the stress isn't a mistake, but a baseline? That realization hits hard, because it means you didn't fail the game. The game was tuned this way. When choices don't change outcomes, they stop feeling empowering. They start feeling exhausting. Every decision carries pressure. Every option feels risky. And every mistake feels irreversible. You spend energy choosing without gaining any progress. That's how people end up tired before the day even starts. Not because life is harder, but because it's constantly asking you to decide without ever rewarding the decision. Look closely at modern choice models. You don't choose to buy anymore, you choose to subscribe. You don't opt in once, you opt in forever. Canceling feels like a loss. Downgrading feels like failure. This isn't accidental. It turns choice into a one-way door. Once inside, every path keeps you paying. In game terms, it's like respeccing costs more every time. Eventually, you just stop experimenting. The illusion of choice pairs perfectly with fragility. You can change jobs, but there's no guarantee the next one is any safer. You can move, but costs are higher everywhere. You can choose a cheaper option, but quality and stability often drop with it. Choice without safety isn't freedom, it's just pressure. And pressure sustained long enough turns into anxiety. This is why people are pulling back. Quiet quitting, minimalism, subscription purges, career downshifting, opting out wherever possible, not because they hate choice, but because they're tired of fake choices. They want fewer decisions that matter more. They want paths that actually diverge. They want effort to change the outcome again. Here's the hopeful turn. Real choice still exists, it's just harder to find. It shows up when costs are transparent and outcomes are different. Real choice feels lighter, not heavier. It doesn't demand constant optimization. It allows room to breathe. And people know it when they find it. Because it feels like agency instead of stress. The illusion of choice works best when you believe every outcome is on you. Seeing the pattern breaks the spell. You stop blaming yourself for systematic convergences. You stop obsessing over perfect decisions. You stop mistaking pressure for freedom. And in that clarity, something important returns. Peace. Not because the world got easier, but because you understand the rules. And once you understand the rules, you stop fighting the wrong enemies. Remember, stay thoughtful, stay stubborn, and don't confuse endless menus with real freedom.